With regard to powers of ministers and so on, Sputla's powers is something on the table of the president, and he's dealing with that matter all the time because he's dealing with load shedding. So as the need arises, the president will discuss those issues with them. And it was expressed in the NEC, the issue of Sputla and Eskom and all of that. Those views did arise, but the president did respond from the side of government that we are considering that and we are moving in that regard. So we have been comforted as the ANC that matters have been handled at that level. Of course, we emphasize with speed, but with speed for us means doing away with load shedding decisively, but scientifically, not touch and go. That has happened. We have dealt with load shedding, and then when other people come, then they realize that no, it's not been dealt with. If Brian and Gogo dealt with load shedding, why did we go back? Because they should have dealt with it once and for all. We shouldn't go back. If Sputla and the team at Eskom with Pravin as ministers are working to do away with Eskom, not with Eskom, do away with load shedding, we need to deal with that. We can't relate to people's experiences. We don't fear anyone. I don't want to use that word, fear what. If you've got an experience with a minister, I myself was a minister. I've had my own experiences with different boards. Probably they don't like me. Others used to leak and lie to you about me, especially around PRASA issues. And my pressure at PRASA was to make things happen. And that's why you had to see me there. And I used to tell them when I was minister that I won't even come here, you won't even see my jacket. The problem I come here is because this place is a broken place. And we've got to get things going. And I'm happy that Cindy, because he was my deputy, we went together and all of that. That work now is coming because there is people there who are doing their job. So I think that is the work that we're doing there. Polling from Lizeka, the point I need to deal with, perceptions. There are no perceptions of polling. I mean, we have explained that we ourselves observe what people say about us as the ANC. Over time, we observe what people say about us, that our numbers are going down, and then we're polling at 30 or 40%. We observe that. We have been in that situation for the longest of time, since we came into power. At some point, when I said to Khutato that I expected people to be polling us at 30% because there's a lot of negativity around us, they blew it out of proportion and lied and said that I'm saying the ANC will be 30% next year. It's exactly what I was addressing. I'm repeating it again. When people don't have electricity, and then they've been in the dark for the longest of time, who are they blaming for that? They blame the ruling party. We bear the brunt more than just the guy in the street who promises you as an opposition that I'll take all your school kids to school for free when I come into power. We bear the brunt of the reality of what is happening here. I know of communities, they are still waiting for me in Eguruleni Zongizizu. I went there, they said, load shedding, what is that, Mbalul? Till now we've been in the dark here for 3 years. I've been to Orange Farm. I've been to Soweto. Those people said, even this World Cup, Tina Ziyazi. And all of that. Tina, we don't have access to electricity. But let me break it down. You've got transformers, they are installed. And then you've got the Izinyoka. Then they draw electricity from that and into the transformer, they blow it up. And then you bear the brunt of that. If that transformer is blown away, the people of that community for not accessing electricity, they are not going to blame Nyonganyong. When you go to them and ask for vote, they're going to say, hey, Tinasas is voted and we've been in the dark. That's the brand you bear as a ruling party. We know that. And everything will be blamed on us. And those things must be fixed. It means ESCOM must develop innovative ways of protecting these transformers. If we were to take the police to guard installations of transformers in the country where police officers at this number and society has grown in terms of numbers from the census point of view, I mean, this police will be taking them from a strategic task and putting them to guard transformers. Transformers must be guarded by patrols, by communities themselves. But communities are collaborating with criminals to get illegal electrification, particularly those who live in communities in the backyard. You arrive here, you come from the farms, you get a place to stay in Joburg, you stay in the backyard, and then you are connected through electricity illegally. Who bears the brunt of that is the government. We accept that. Transformers will be installed, and we say that new mechanisms must be found to deal with matters. We do have unconditional support for Palestine, and we've got reasons for that. And we don't apologize to anybody, whether they can like us or not, but we will be on the side of justice. You can't oppress people and then think we'll be on your side. We too were oppressed here in this country. We were oppressed. United States under Reagan and United Kingdom, Britain under Margaret Thatcher, they were on the side of our oppressors. The majority of people in the United States, citizens, were with us in the anti-apartheid movement. Here in South Africa, nobody is going to ask the ANC to abandon the Palestinian people and the Sahrawi people. It's not a favor to anybody. It's about us. We are a liberation movement. We know where we come from. We got liberated simply because of others were with us in order for us to be free. We've got a democracy today that is flourishing. We've got everything in this country because somebody somewhere had to stand at United Nations and say no to apartheid. Apartheid is an evil. What is happening against the Palestinian people is evil. And the ANC will be in the trenches and will be on the side of the Palestinian people. All what we seek between the two, the other one is a state, the other one is stateless. There's no state there. There's no army there. There is a semblance of an army, there is semblance of police. There is no state there. People are dying every day. And we are saying that let's have a two-state solution, living side by side in peace. That's what we want. And the ANC will then stand in support of the Palestinian people. We condemn the killing of Israeli citizens, innocent, in their thousands. We condemn. We have said it. The reason why TD, the world, and others is because of the political and ideological alignment in the world. They want us to say things that Joe Biden said unprovoked, unequivocally. And all American presidents past, including Barack Obama, they support the state of Israel. I don't want to say why, but they do support the state of Israel. The program to do away and endeavors to bring about peace ended at Camp David with Bill Clinton. All of them. They have not been. America, for every solution, for every problem is arms. Joe Biden, there is a problem in Ukraine, will give you arms. There is a problem in Ukraine, will give you arms to arm yourself. Joe Biden, that is his answer to everything, the American government. There is a problem, there is a challenge in the Middle East and all of that, we will give you arms. That's what happens. Where does the notion of peace comes in? From a state and a superpower like America, where does the notion of peace comes in? Yes, the Israeli government, Netanyahu, react the way he does, and so on, and they are now have bombarded a hospital in the. What do we do? Our answer can be we'll continue to arm the other group. We must at some point try to negotiate the path of peace in terms of what is happening there. Even here in South Africa, we never thought we'll sit around with apartheid people. We went and we sat down with them at the ultimate, and we had a negotiated peace settlement. The ANC sent us to Gaza. I was there, Nablus, West Bank, in Ramallah. I slept there. I was in Jericho. When we were negotiating peace between the Israelis and the Palestinians, building bridges of dialogue, sharing our own experiences, that you give, you take. You don't go to a negotiated settlement with everything. If you want a negotiated settlement. When President Yasser Arafat died, we were there, talking peace among the Palestinians and the Israelis. And that is what we have been doing. And when developments politically from both sides came in, Likud on the other side and the others, Hamas on the other side, the moment of peace then stalled. Guns opened up. You can never achieve anything with guns. The innocent are victimized and they die. And the world must pause and never abandon the cause of the Palestinian people. We ourselves thought we will get to Pretoria with guns and topple the apartheid regime. We didn't. We fought very hard. We did have guns. But at some point, we got a negotiated political settlement. And that's what we got here in South Africa. And others are criticizing it. They say it was sellout and all of that, but this country could have gone to civil war. It's not. Through a vote, we are getting out of the shackles of some of the elements of a negotiated settlement that were to compromise. But South Africa is a stable democracy today. It is a stable democracy.